Old Iron Company is riding on the river. The club formed in 1978. Two people sitting down for supper, and their common interest was cars, old cars. And they said, "Why don't we form a club?" So from there, when you have a club of cars, what do you do with your cars in a club? Put on an event and invite friends. We have two events a year. This one in the summertime, and we also have a garage tour where guys are working, or women, where people are working on their cars in the wintertime, and people come around and see what they're building, and that's a big event too. And if there's profits, that's another thing we should talk about. We donate a lot of money back to the public. This year we even got a scholarship this year, so we donated a scholarship for a gentleman going to auto body school.
Yes. Yep. Oh, we do backpack programs for different people around the area, not necessarily all in Spencer. So we also donate money that way too. So
it's giving back to the public is a neat idea. Today there's cars coming in, and they pay $15 to enter their car. They get a trophy. The silent auction. We got a silent auction. We have a gentleman, Denny Slaymaker, donated a pinstripe plaque. It's really neat. It's a neat work of art. And we will actually auction that off. And last year he did a plaque, and it brought $250. So it's it brings in good money, and like I said, money goes back to the community. Another way we raise money is that to join Old Iron Company, you get paid dues. There's a van over here, a Volkswagen van again. It's a neat piece of car. You don't have to have it. There's some cars in here that are $150,000 plus, and they're having as much fun as the person that's got a $500 car. So
there was a neat thing. It was 2 years ago when we did it down here. I remember a guy came in. His car was probably ranging in that $60,000 range. Right next to him was a kid that was probably 16 years old that had no front fenders, no bumper on there, and their interaction between those two were just totally awesome. That was really neat. He thought that was his car and he's building it, so that's a pretty cool deal.
Internet is such a wonderful tool nowadays. Even like in the garage tour, you can be sitting. I put in my garage, I says, looking for my next project, and my phone just lit up. I mean, people are like, "Hey, I know where there's a 32 Chevy Coupe sitting for sale. Give this guy a call." Or it's just word of mouth sometimes. Even like working in the parts store, you'll have a person come in the store and say, "Hey, I've lost interest in this project that's been sitting in the back of the barn. Can you come help me and take a look and see if someone can sell it?" Be honest, Thursday I had a lady from Illinois give me a call, and she says, "We used to come to your Roddin years ago. My husband passed away, and I'd like to sell his pickup." So put the word around. So there's ways to get cars. My car came out of the Grove.
My car came from 2 miles from the Canadian border, so it's just, you can find them all over the place. So
I was born and raised with it, believe it or not. We had my parents. My dad had a 22 Ford C-Cab and blower motor, and that's how he got involved. And he had a club back in Sioux Center. So how'd you get started there, Brian Francine of Spencer, Iowa?
My first car was a 1936 Chevy, and I was 15 years old. I bought it from a guy just over west of town here for $250. My dad split it with me. I paid $125, and he paid $125. Took it home. Former street rod member Jack Slaymaker kind of helped me put it together, helped me frame it up and stuff like that. So that's how I got started.
There's plenty of help. I think I seen a kid that was like 18 years old that came in with a Camaro, and he comes in the parts store, and you talk to him a little bit, and I kind of mentioned you should go here, and he's having a great time. So youth. I just heard an announcement, someone's having their 80th birthday party here today, and he has a 39 Buick, so that's neat. We were up at the lakes, and it was a neat venue up there, but we kind of thought we should get back more to Spencer. That's because it just one in Spencer, the park here is awesome. The shade trees are awesome. Majority of us work here in Spencer, and I don't know. Brian, you tell me why I got in the park.
Well, I actually kind of thought of the idea. I'm sorry, but yeah, it was a nice change of venue. The big thing is with being in Spencer, we should stay in Spencer. The exposure's huge. Driving up and down Grand, you can physically see it. The other thing is, you've got vendors. You also got the downtown close to where they can hopefully do some business too from this venue. It's shaded. It's nice. It's open. People can walk through and enjoy it. So
Smells good too.
it does smell good. We got a couple burgers over there going. It sounds like from Wheezy's over there. So
We got more vendors this year, I think, we did last year. I see there's some neat stuff here.
a lot of the craft gals come out from a lot of town. They do the stuff downtown on Thursday nights. A lot of them come down here and do it, which is nice, and they can get some profit off of it too. We don't charge for them to come in, so it's all pure profit for them. So
The comments we get about the event, one is people is like, God, it's busy, it's neat. We get people like, I missed it last year, when's it again this year? You get the phone calls at the store saying, when is it? We had a phone call this week from Black Hills. Had a gentleman say, Grant, when is that again? So always the second weekend in August.
we had a couple years ago, there was a gentleman and his wife that were coming from Colorado, and they were heading out to Wisconsin, and they were at a hotel, and they just happened to be driving by to go grab something to eat. Well, so happens he was pulling a 1957 Chevy pickup, so he downloaded it off the trailer and brought it that Saturday down here, and he thought it was the best thing ever. So
It's Friday and Saturday. You wouldn't believe that's a police officer. Highway patrolman, it's the truth, yeah. Last year he won a door prize for free donuts, believe it or not.
and 2 years in a row he got free donuts.
Yeah, and by the luck of the draw.
It's Friday and Saturday. Normally Friday's kind of like a pre-registration day. We have hot dogs and stuff that night. Normally your average is about 40 to 45 people. Last year and the year before, for Saturday's total, is about 140 cars and about 6 motorcycles. So we do pretty good.
We've got cars here from Minneapolis. I've seen cars here from Sioux Falls, Lincoln, Sioux City, Ruthven. Took a long trip to go from Ruthven.
Yeah, and also Spirit Lake. There's been a couple from Colorado been here before. So
There's a St. Louis car. One year we had a guy all the way from Arizona, drove all the way from Arizona to come to our event. And then he went from here to, I think it was Columbus.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was a kind of a neat deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to thank the city of Spencer for the use of the park. The park department did a wonderful job preparing the grounds for us. The police department, I noticed the other night they came around and made sure everything was secure. Not that we have a problem there, but it's just nice to see that Spencer backs us up. And it's nice that the cars come out so we can donate and give back to the community.
yes.